Hey, Michael here from Beer Baseball Blog, the adventures of craft beer and baseball. This is the Beer Baseball Blogcast, episode 13 for July 28th, 2020. Wherever you are today watching us live, please give us a like and a comment. Let us know that you're out there. And as always, we'd appreciate if you subscribe and turn on notifications. Right on. So let's get to it.
All right.
We have a lineup card today. Angelo Trinidad, a fun fact, proposed to his wife on opening day 2016. That is an amazing fun fact. I think almost our funnest fun fact. Angelo, welcome.
Hey, and she said yes, right? And 3 kids later, and here we are.
Now, do you remember who they were playing, the date, and the result?
Yeah, I don't remember the exact score, but it was on April 6th, 2016. They were playing the Kansas City Royals, and they lost, and the Angels lost. But I think at that point, it didn't really matter to me. So kind of the interesting backstory behind it is my wife is in the healthcare industry. She had to take a test earlier that day for one of her to renew one of her certifications, and she barely failed. Like, it was like on the board. So she was in such a terrible mood. Leading up entire week leading up to the game, I was gone for a week because I went to WrestleMania in Dallas that year. So I was coming home from this trip. She hadn't seen me in a while. She's upset because of this. So literally, she's like, is in no desire to want to go to this game. But she ended up going because we invited her best friend to the game too. She was in on it. She knew, or she did not know, actually. So my plan was always to do it during the 7th inning stretch because everyone's standing up. So it'd be an easy kind of thing to sneak in, that as everyone sits down, I get down on one knee and do the thing. So, but her best friend was like wanting to leave at around the 5th inning because it was running a little bit long. And then so my best friend was like, no, I don't think you want to leave. I don't think you want to leave. And so finally, we convinced them to stay, and they're glad they did. And 7th inning stretch, I proposed, and it was super cool. Everyone around, sitting around the area was super awesome about it and giving us congratulations and stuff. And yeah, the rest is history. So it was super fun. So yeah, super duper fun fact.
Well, that is awesome. And I heard that you brought a clip. So build me up, buttercup.
I missed that song so much.
Yeah. Oh, I was mad when they changed it.
Well, Kevin, I think our fun facts pale in comparison.
I'm like, really? You're doing it first? Hey, I have a new fun fact. I just drove by Angel Stadium about an hour ago, and it's opening day. Does that count?
That is. Okay, so that's good. And you've been to a few, this is Kevin Lyon, everyone. A fun fact has been to not only minor league baseball, but also Major League Baseball opening days, which...
Season ticket holder for the Angels in 83 and 84. So I know I went to those for sure. And then my parents and I, we were season ticket holders for the 1994 Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, who actually won the championship that year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shake it up.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm Michael Mondragon, and I've been to a few opening days in Anaheim. I guess the I won't say the best thing, but the most interesting thing that I saw, Juan Encarnacion hit an inside the park home run. That's the only thing that I really remember. Yeah, sorry. Against the Indians. By the way, Angelo, you might want to check your dates. As I did my research, I think it was April 4th, and I think they were playing the Cubs. And
you're right.
Awesome. And the Cubs went on to win the World Series, but you, my friend, you won the real title.
That's right. Yeah.
So,
you won.
Kansas City was might have been 2017 opener.
There you go. So it's easy to get messed up, but I would definitely highly recommend that you remember that all those facts. As a divorced person, I will say that.
He doesn't watch
All right. All right. So we start out by asking everyone, what are you drinking? We're going to go to our panel here, but also out there in the comments, let us know what you're drinking out there, even if it's milk or Pepsi or anything non-alcoholic. But if it's beer, let us know what it is. So Angelo, go first.
So today I am drinking Green Flash Brewing Satyr Haze Hazy IPA.
Wow.
So this one actually... I saw it when I was grocery shopping over the weekend, and looked interesting. So pulled out my phone, pulled up my Untapped app, and checked it out to look at all the stats about the beer. So this one is. Let me make sure my facts are correct on the beer. This one is 4.2 ABV with an IBU of 20. So everyone out there that washes knows that I like the lower IBUs. So I figured this would be a good one because you don't really find a lot of IPAs around that range. Most IPAs are a little bit more hoppier, but this one's really good. It has a lot of citrus in there. Really, and there's some tropical. I sense some tropical in there as well. Really refreshing and crisp. So I could definitely see myself cracking one of these open poolside or at the beach the next time I'm there.
It looks amazing. I'm very familiar with Green Flash. Going down to San Diego, I didn't make it to the brewery only because we had hit so many breweries that trip. We just couldn't do it all. In the comments,
real quick. So is that a session? Because that's a session IPA. Because that's a pretty low percentage for an IPA. Do you happen to know?
It is.
It is.
Oh no, I don't know. I was saying it is very low. I noticed that too.
Yeah.
And because we all go to Trader Joe's, is that Trader Joe's?
No, this actually was at Ralph's.
Oh, okay.
And they had the single tall can.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then they also had a 6-pack as well of the 12 ounce.
Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, and you can if you see the dog on there, you can actually follow Hayes the Beer Dog on Instagram and Twitter.
Right.
So yeah, I thought that was pretty cute. Also, Mark Viquez proposed to his wife on an Oregon coast trip. Very cool. She's not a baseball fan unless she is drinking. So
fair enough.
Our buddy Chad M is here. Thank you.
Chad.
We're going to open up some more of those cards. Raul is from Visalia. We want to get out to see the rawhide out there.
Or formerly known as the Oaks, yes.
Yeah. And
I went when they were the Central Valley Rockies. That's when I got to go to the Visalia game. Back in
nice. Oh, that's deep. Colin Duncan out there. Hello. We're doing well here. And a new friend of ours, Dever Custom. This is Paul Dever, and he's from Boston, Massachusetts. We do a pumpkin carving show on Thursday nights that you want to catch. And he's actually sending me out some beer, which I hopefully will have by our next blogcast. So what up to Paul? Thank you for joining us. And also I want to say hi to David as well.
Hello, David.
All right. Kevin, go for it. You have a very unique one yourself.
Well, I've been going now to Redbeard's Tap Room. When I said I drove by Angel Stadium, I literally did. Saw the big screen was up and lighting. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's right. It's the home opener. And there's like, couple hundred cars in the parking lot, if that, And so I go to this place called Redbeard's, and usually I get a growler. So I got a growler of this beer by Societe. I don't know if it's Societe or Societe. They're from San Diego. This is called The Pupil. It's a IPA 7.5. The only issue was they ran out about halfway through my growler, so I got a 16-ounce jar instead.
Oh, wow.
So it ran out of time. At least I have some. I'm going to cherish this and enjoy it. Have first taste here. It smells great.
Yeah, and it's won a lot of awards. And I noticed. I mean, I didn't really even know anything about this brewery, and I started looking at them, and they had a really diverse collection of beers as well. It was very, very interesting.
Yeah, that's why I want to try it. Like I usually mention Redbeard's. If you live in and around Orange County, they have a little area to dine outside, or you can get beers to go, and they have 40 beers on draft. And if you want to take beers to go, they also have like a whole cake. They have a refrigerator full of just beers to go. pretty good prices and just amazing variety of craft beer, ciders, and wine even as well.
Yeah, and I have a gift card from there that you got me that's burning a hole in my pocket. So,
Yeah,
like, can we get this pandemic over with so I can go drink some beer already?
Maybe next decade.
Yeah, 2021, and
I just decade, sir.
we'll figure it out. Hey, this is a pretty interesting comment. Jason Schaefer, you guys fueled my love for wrestling as a youth at Rev Pro shows at Frank and Son. Now fueling my love for baseball with this blogcast and as an adult. Love all the trivia history. Cheers to Triple B. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
I never in a million years thought that, well, I mean, if I can speak for you guys too, we never thought that we would have any impact on the wrestling world at all doing what we did. The fact that people even remember who we are and what we do. We were just watching Kevin's famous, and I'll say famous, not infamous, mass match against Super Dragon. That is one of the greatest matches in SoCal history. So definitely worth watching again. In fact, I have a Rev Pro channel that I'm gonna start putting some legacy footage up. But just absolutely awesome. And thank you for all commenting. I mean, I'm getting behind on comments now. We have a lot to talk about tonight.
No problem. This is a good beer, though.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah, it says it has guava and mango in it. So like, I'm in.
Yeah.
So the beer that I have is actually a Trader Joe's beer as well. Now this is I've been trying to figure out how to present this beer. So this is
I've seen it there. I just haven't tried it.
Yeah, and it's one of the. There's another beer that's just like it that it's off the top of my head. I can't remember. But so Farm Island Brewing, an organic IPA. So I mean, this is it right here. So and the packaging, it just says like organic IPA and blah 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 blah. It doesn't say like it just says Farm Island Brewing. So when I looked up Farm Island Brewing, I did not find too much other than it's from Portland, Maine. But what I'm thinking is that, and I have to do some deeper research. I was checking some Reddit boards, is that this, I think it's actually made by another brewer, but they put it under this label, and but it's not quite sure of like where it's made and who makes it exactly. There's a couple ones that are suspected. But you see it all around. So it's a cheap IPA. It's actually very good. I would say it's middle of the road. It's not anything that you'd go, wow, this is insane. It's very, middle of the road, and but it's good. I don't know what makes it organic because it doesn't explain that at all. But it's tasty, and I thought I'd give it a try because I wanted to get outside of my comfort zone a little bit and see what else was out there. So I mean, I think it's like $7.99 for like a 6-pack, so affordable, and so it was worth a try.
Well, heck, if you like Trader Joe's, if you go to Trader Joe's, they have their own little beers that they sell for they have like an IPA and a double IPA that I don't know how the ownership is, but I think they own them, and it's like $5 for a 6-pack.
Yeah, and that's what it is. I think that these other breweries make it for them, and they put it under this label. It's kind of like Costco does Kirkland and stuff like that. It's a similar thing. Mark Viquez actually has a lot of comments about the beers and stuff like that. And actually, this is interesting. Chad M drinking a Ferris Bueller's Day Off Tropical IPA, which I have seen before, and I'll have to try to find that one. That looks really awesome.
That's cool. Very good.
So let's get to this day in baseball history. This day is based on today's date, July 28th. On July 28th, 1963, Dick Ellsworth strikes out Cardinals left fielder Stan Musial 3 times in the Cubs' 5-1 victory at Wrigley Field. It'll be the only time Stan the Man has whiffed 3 times in a game during his 22-year career, a span of 3,026 contests. Wow. So an amazing stat. I know, and I remember hearing this, that he only struck out like 3 times, like once in his career. And I show this picture. This picture is actually a very kind of a...
Forget the stat. The picture's amazing.
The picture, this is from spring training in 1951. And I put this picture in there to prove that even in spring training before the season, Stan the Man never struck out 3 times.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Now, I'll take a bow. That's our show for tonight, everybody. Good night. No.
Cheers.
All right. So I'm going to play a quick video to set up this next one.
It's gone. And now the Royals have the 1-run lead.
All right. To get what happened today in 1983, we have to go back to July 24th, 1983, with his team trailing 4-3 in the top half of the ninth inning and 2 out. Royals third baseman George Brett hit a 2-run homer to give his team the lead. It was off Goose Gossage. However, the Yankees manager Billy Martin had noticed a large amount of pine tar on Brett's bat. Requested that the umpire inspect his bat. The umpires ruled that the amount of pine tar on the bat exceeded the allowed by rule, nullified Brett's home run, and called him out. To which this happened.
Oh.
He's out. Yes, sir. Brett is out. Look at this. Brett is out. And he's steaming mad. He is out and having to be forcibly restrained.
As Brett was the third out in the ninth inning with the home team in the lead, the game ended with a Yankees win. So essentially, it was a 4-3 loss for the Royals, and one of the most epic and iconic meltdowns in baseball happened. This day has been obviously well documented if you know anything about baseball. But there's a lot of little stories within this that I wanted to explore because it's very interesting. And one is the Bat Boy, who is unfortunately put in a very interesting, and I'm sure if I was a Bat Boy, I would probably have done the same thing. But it was a kind of a horrible position.
What would you have done, Michael?
So I would have complied because it's like okay. So let's step back a little bit. So
I had to ask.
So this is right here is the Bat Boy, and you can see it's like when that meltdown was going down, that Bat Boy is going back. But basically, how this all started was the Bat Boy actually had Brett's bat after the home run. Okay, so he's there at home plate, probably waiting for Brett to come out and give him a high five, whatever. It doesn't matter. But Rick Cerrone and Billy Martin came out, and they actually got the bat, and they started looking at the bat. So if you watch the footage of this, the whole footage, which we have on our Beer Baseball Blogcast, we have a references playlist, which I'll share later. But if you look at it, you can see the Royals there. I think it's John Wathan and some other people yelling at the Bat Boy, just put the bat back in the rack. So like they wanted him to like not even to give the bat to the Yankees. But they were yelling at the poor Bat Boy. So this is afterwards, and then he's going back thinking that the game is over and they lost. So he's going back. So I really feel for him. But that was not the end of the Bat Boy's involvement in this play.
Oh no.
So during George Brett's meltdown, KG veteran and Hall of Famer Gaylord Perry actually took the bat from the umpire and gave it to the Bat Boy, and the Bat Boy ran and took it into the clubhouse. And everybody ran and chased him into the clubhouse to get that bat because basically the bat was going to go back to the American League president at that time. So because it was part of the investigation of this whole thing. Okay, so that was a very long way to get to this.
Yep.
On July 28th, 1983, American League President Lee MacPhail decides George Brett's pine tar home run should count.
Yep.
The remainder of the game should be played on August 18th, with the Royals leading 5-4. So they still have 4 outs to go, which was the Royals out in the top and then 3 in the bottom. So they have to play it. So the Royals had protested that game, and actually was overturned, which is actually doesn't happen a lot. That games are overturned. So MacPhail ruled that the actual the bat was in the spirit of the rule. It was not doctored to hit the ball out or anything like that. So Angelo, how much pine tar is legal on a bat?
I don't even
How many
know.
inches?
How many inches?
Yes.
Yes.
Gosh. 3.25.
Wow. That's very good.
I'm trying to get specific here.
I know you're very.
What do you say, Kevin?
Oh God. 4 2/16.
Wow, it's very specific. Well, remember, if you watch the footage, the umpires actually lay it across home plate.
Home plate, yeah.
Okay, so how long is the front of home plate? It's actually 17 inches.
Oh wow,
Yeah, so 18 inches is actually the allowed.
Okay, wow. Okay.
And Cowboy Jack Durango, who it says pine tar should be legal. It actually is legal.
Yeah.
It is legal for batters, illegal for pitchers, which we'll actually touch at the end of this. But I also think it should be legal for pitchers too, on certain occasions, and I'll touch on that. So thanks for joining, Jack, and chiming in. So 17 inches was the home plate. 18 inches is actually the rule. But so I'd like to analyze the August 18th game that happened, and I believe it was 25 days later.
Oh my gosh.
So here is the Yankees.
What?
Yes, here is the Yankees.
Sorry.
So on Thursday, August 18th, a scheduled day off for both teams, the game was resumed at the point of Brett's home run with about 1,200 fans in attendance. All this to get 4 outs. Okay? Now remember, the people that were ejected were not part of this game. So George Brett didn't even attend the game. I think he was in Newark going to Baltimore.
So the ejections still counted?
Yes. So Gaylord Perry wasn't there. Coach Rocky Colavito wasn't there. Dick Hauser, the manager of the Royals, wasn't there. And, so a still furious Billy Martin symbolically protested the continuation of this game by putting pitcher Ron Guidry in center field.
Louisiana Lightning, by the way.
Louisiana Lightning, nicely done.
Out there.
And Donnie Baseball, the only game he played at second base. He played on that. I think he was in his second year.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he was young.
So Martin even tried to protest the game before the game, saying that George Brett actually didn't touch the bases. So the umpire actually pulled out a notarized affidavit from Lee McPhail's office, signed by all 4 umpires on July 24th, indicating that Brett had touched every single base. So there was potentially another protest. To end the game, Frazier struck out McRae, so that ended the top of the 9th. And then Dan Quisenberry came in and got his 33rd leading save, and it was like the game was over in 15 minutes or something like that. And all because neither of these teams were even involved in the playoffs, so this game meant nothing. But it's definitely one of those games that's in it's in the annals of history as one of the greatest games ever. So I wanted to show you. This is actually the bat.
Oh God.
The bat is currently on display at the Baseball Hall of Fame, where it has been since 1987. Brett used the bat for a few games after the incident until being cautioned that the bat would be worthless if it was broken. So this is crazy. So he actually sold the bat to the partial owner of the Yankees at the time for $25,000. Brett actually bought it back from him and then donated it to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, wow.
And that's why I noticed this. If you look at the handle detail, if you see that big chunk out of there, I think it's because he kept on using it.
Oh, yeah.
So because that wasn't there in the original bat. So just a fascinating story. Actually, some beer came out of this.
Yep.
El Segundo Brewing Company had a black Cascadian Dark Ale. It's a black IPA called the Pine Tar Incident. There is actually the Pine Tar Incident IPA from Canada's Left Field Brewery. Also, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Rally Cap Brewing had a Pine Tar Incident IPA. And Angelo, I think that you might want to chase this card. This is a Fleer, George Brett, and this is from 1984 Fleer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, and again, this is taken up like half of our blogcast already, but it's a story worth telling, and it's a great one. Now, there's another George Brett story which I'm not sure of how I'm going to address it, but I will just say, if this story is number one, then that story one day will be number two. Thank you. My second standing ovation, if you know the story.
Can I add a fun fact, Michael?
Yes.
Which I was waiting for you to mention it. Do you know why El Segundo Brewing made that beer, the Pine Tart incident?
I didn't know that there was a reason. Please tell.
Because George Brett is from El Segundo.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh my gosh. So
he was a part owner of the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. I don't know if he still is, but I know he was when I went to the All-Star game several years back.
Wow.
There you go. Fun facts.
And George Brett, as Mark Viquez reminds me, he's also a Preparation H salesman. That's right, or pitchman, I should say. And he also says he had that Fleer card, so that's amazing.
So, did he actually miss a game or two in the playoffs because of the hemorrhoids back in 1980? I think that was
the whole deal. Yeah. So he became a part of that.
Angelo?
Yes.
Mind you, George Brett batted like 390 that year, something insane like that. He's like the best player in baseball, and his hemorrhoids are so bad he had to miss a playoff game. So that tells you how bad it must have been. Like, oh God.
And Ed says, Billy Martin, ultimate gamesmanship. Totally. That guy was a gamer. Like he would do anything to win a game. Totally.
Yep.
Totally. So, Angelo, I'm always interested because this is like my life. So I'm always figuring, like, did you know as much about this story, or did you know just drips and drabs of it?
I knew most of it. I mean, minus the Bat Boy involvement, the Gaylord Perry side story, etc. But I mean, this is one of the most historic moments in baseball. I mean, anytime you see a compilation video pop up of biggest arguments or blow ups, I mean, this is it. I mean, he was so over the top and animated that I remember reading about this and just seeing it in clips. So yeah, I mean, most of it I knew about. I did not know that there were beers named after it in its honor. So, but yeah, I mean, this is one of the most historic moments in the game. So I knew most of it, but some of the side stories are some fun, especially the Bat Boy involvement.
Yeah, because no one even thinks about that or even to talk about it. But it's I think it was a big part of it. Mark also says that Brett had hemorrhoids in the 1980 World Series.
World Series. That's right.
Yeah, against the Phillies.
Incredible season. He was amazing that year.
Yep. Cowboy Jack Durango says, I'm 10 IPAs in. We're way behind you.
I'm way behind you.
All right. So also today, 2 perfect games were thrown on this date. Montreal Expos right-hander Dennis Martinez. Angelo, his nickname is?
Oh, God.
I don't know.
El Presidente. Pitches the 11th Major League Baseball perfect game, defeating the Dodgers at 2-0 at Dodger Stadium. Ron Hassey becomes the first catcher to ever catch 2 perfect games. He actually caught the 10th perfect game by Len Barker in May of 1981 for the Indians.
Wow.
That was a fun fact that I liked looking up. The second one on July 28th, 1994, 3 years later, Kenny Rogers hurls a 12th perfect game in modern Major League history, becomes the first American League left-hander to accomplish a feat when he defeats the Angels, 4-0. Rogers was well regarded as a fiery competitor in his career. If you look in the references playlist, again, that I'll share later, there's multiple footage of when he would attack a cameraman in 2005. Like it's crazy. Like he never explained why. He just went after these cameras. Like it's kind of almost embarrassing, and it cost him like $50,000, and he had to do like counseling. It's really weird, but he never explained why it happened. This is Kenny Rogers in 2006, pitching the second game of the World Series against the Cardinals, the only game that the Tigers won. And speaking of pine tar, there's nothing on his hand right there. So don't even look at it. Don't even talk about it.
It's dirt.
Yeah, it's actually, I think he said it was a mixture of rosin and dirt,
Yeah, of course.
which obviously sticks to your hand and
Yeah,
yeah,
of course.
it looks like grease. I don't see anything, by the way.
No, let me see here. Move on. Next slide.
Next slide. Okay, well, he's not going to be as beloved as this man, Kenny Rogers. And a fun fact, Kevin.
Yes, that was my very first concert in 1980 or 1981. Kenny Rogers.
There you go.
And I was a member of his fan club as a young man.
Now, Kevin, would you agree? I brought it all the way around.
Yes, of course you did, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're on a roll tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, that is today in baseball. I actually had more, but I'm like that. I think that's way enough.
Okay, you did a lot.
All right. So, Ed also brings up Kenny Rogers roaster, which I did eat after a very unsuccessful golf game.
I never
in Arizona.
Also, one of the most memorable Seinfeld episodes with Kenny Rogers roasters.
There you go. There you go. So, awesome.
Very good.
All right. So let's get to baseball card pack wars. As always, we get all of our cards from Hall of Fame Baseball Cards in Arcadia, California, HOFBC.com, and also Chad M. So he's also contributed to this as well. Here are the baseball card pack wars rules. You open your pack. A relic card knocks out one participant of choice. An autograph card knocks out two participants. After all the packs are opened, high card number wins. Collectively, we drink if we get a Brewers card. And as they say on David Letterman, please, no wagering. I think there's more to that. And stupid human tricks or stupid pet tricks. All right, so I actually put the guess on the bottom this time.
Yeah,
because it was getting kind of confusing. But look how close we are. We're all within 2 games.
Yep.
So there's a 4-game little split right here. So we're very close to each other.
We're all losers. That's all it is. See all those L's.
All right.
Hey,
so
it's like batting average. Look at it as a batting average, not a winning percentage. All right. Come on.
Yes, exactly. We look at it as baseball. Yeah, totally.
If you made batting average, I'd be MVP.
100%. Oh boy, that's a callback. All right, so who wants to go first? Kevin and Angelo?
All right, we'll go with opening day first.
All right. So are we going to do 2 of them?
Yeah, we'll do two packs.
Yes, sir. We were doing our research, like, oh, we got more of these, and it's because there's less cards per pack. So we're going to do 2 for 1 here. All right, I got from the poor Toronto Blue Jays, because you know why, I feel very bad for them. Ken Giles, Bryce Harper, Paul Goldschmidt from his Cardinals, Yoan Moncada, I just butchered that, Michael Chavis or Chavis, Zach Greinke, and I have a mascot card called Dinger from the Colorado Rockies.
Yep.
All right, on to pack 2. Let me. See, I'm first up. See, got to rip and open this quick here. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, we got Joey Votto, Chris Paddock from the San Diego Padres. Here comes the judge, Mr. Aaron Judge of Los Yankees, Zach Gallen, Javier Baez from the Rays, Austin Meadows, and a Juan Soto sticker. There you go.
Nice.
All right.
All right. Good stuff. Go, Angelo.
Thank you.
All right. So Fernando Tatis Jr.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Rhys Hoskins, Starling Marte, Whit Merrifield, Nick Solak. Get your beer ready.
Thank you.
Mike Moustakas.
Hey.
And opening day Tampa Bay Rays.
All right.
So next pack.
Colin Duncan. Colin Duncan says Kevin Lyon, the Mike Trout of baseball card pack wars.
Oh, thank you. I'll gladly take it.
Jorge Soler, Aroldis Chapman, John Lester, Ozzy Albies, DJ LeMahieu, Wilson Contreras, and opening day Texas Rangers.
Nice. All right, I'm up.
What you got?
Let's do it. Paul Goldschmidt,
Hey, that's matching.
Andrew Benintendi. Angelo, you still haven't got your relic, right?
In Series 1, I have not, yeah.
Kenley Jensen.
I don't think any of us have gotten any relics in the opening day box.
Yeah, I don't think they're. It would be very rare to get it.
You got a relic, and I got one.
Mike Clevenger, Nick Senzel, Yoan Moncada,
Hey, I got that too.
and Dodgers opening day. And pack 2. Tatis Jr. starting out with that same pack.
Yeah, that's big.
Reese Hoskins,
I don't think you got that.
Starlight and Marte.
Yeah,
You got that
Oh,
one.
you got that one? Yeah.
Mike Moustakas, drink up.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, excuse me, sir. Get your beer. That's a double.
Double Moose. The Albies.
Same pack.
Is it? LeMahieu and the
Yep.
Trop.
Yep,
Oh my
same
God.
pack.
Same
Wow.
pack. What the
Same
heck?
pack.
That's really funny.
All right, so let me
Right.
put this back. And Kevin, you went first. Go for it.
I remember this man being referenced before in an earlier episode, and this is going to be a tough one to beat. Chris Paddock 196.
Oof.
Ooh.
In fact, I'm almost willing to bet my next highest card might beat most of you guys. Might beat you both. You know,
My high card is probably Mike's high card, Fernando Tatis Jr. at 189.
100%.
what was it?
Yeah, same card.
189.
What was the number?
Yeah, and if you wouldn't have got it, we would have tied our first
Hey.
tie.
Well, hold on. What's that number? Because the Bryce Harper is 188. That's what I was joking. Like my next highest might have beaten you.
Yeah.
That would have been awesome to tie and then have
first-
one more than you.
The
But
first
Kevin
time.
wins it. You're up, Kevin.
All right, let's go to Series 1. We'll build up to close out with Series 2.
Perfect. Okay, so while you're doing that, I'm gonna a question from Daily Sports Talk. Kevin and Angelo, you're awesome, but what's your favorite Angels moment?
Oh, man.
For me-
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Personally, for me, I was at, and it'll probably come up later, but I was at Reggie Jackson 5-1 home run.
That's awesome.
That was probably the big one for me.
That's pretty awesome.
So I think we talked about this a couple episodes ago, but for me, the most recent one I can think of is the combined no hitter following Skaggs passing. But also, I was in attendance for Albert Pujols' 600th home run, which was cool too.
That's pretty awesome.
Those two, at least live, and obviously Game 1 of the ALDS against Kansas City was also a good one too.
Angelo,
Angelo,
your wife proposing to your wife
Oh,
is up there too.
Proposing to my wife on opening day.
Oh,
of
boy.
2016, yeah. Good thing she doesn't watch this.
Hey, so I'll just add, I was at that same game in 2014 Game 1, and I'll add, I was at Don Sutton 300 win.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Another cool one.
That's super rare. I don't know anybody that even talks about that. That's cool.
And I was like, oh, shoot, that's right. I forgot I was there for that. All right, now onto my pack. I have Hunter Renfroe.
Oop.
Had a pretty nice game today, but not with the Padres.
Yep.
The Rays.
Yep.
Kyle Hendricks. The Cubs. We got Gregory Polanco. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Danny Holtzen. Chance Sisco from the Orioles. Nick Solak. Philadelphia Phillies team card. A card that says Manny B. Manny, Fernando Tatis and Machado celebrating a home run. I'd have to get a good look there. So there they are celebrating a home run.
Wow, that's cool.
And we got Daniel Mingan. I have all these sideways, these horizontal cards.
Does he have that awesome mustache? He has like an awesome like Rolly Fingers mustache.
Look at it there. Oh, sorry, I just froze. And gosh, all these cards here. Oh, you have a Zach Wheeler. Look, see all my horizontal pack here.
Yeah,
Jeez,
that's cool.
Let me see what this is. This is a Fernando Tatis home run challenge card.
what is that?
So, it says I'm supposed to visit tops.com/promotion, enter the code below, and that's the thing I scratch. I register for the challenge and choose the game day. I think he's going to hit a home run.
Oh wow.
If he does, I win a prize. Here's a joke. Oh, no, I mean, maybe this will happen. It says all challenge registrants will be entered in the grand prize drawing for a trip to the 2021 T-Mobile Home Run Derby. So there you go.
That's cool.
We got New Angel Max Stassi and Adrian Morejon. I'm guessing the pronunciation there on the Padres. All right, Angelo, you up?
Yeah.
Yep. So we have 4 packs left of this. So I have yet to get my relic. So I chose wisely. So I'm hoping this is my relic pack.
All right.
By choosing wisely.
You better hope you do. I'm calling my shot. You better hope you do. I'll just say that right now.
Wow.
All right. So call back to our pre-show conversation. Mike Anthony Rizzo,
Yes.
Nick Pivetta, Derek Dietrich, my on my fantasy team, Ketel Marte, Chris Paddock, Jorge Polanco, Domingo Santana, Yadier Molina, Houston Astros team card. Trash can is somewhere in the background there.
Oh, come on.
Washington Nationals team card, but there's only 3 people in the card.
Wait, you have both teams from the World Series last year in the same pack?
In the same pack.
Very good.
Rogelio Armenteros, Alex Bregman, 85.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
We haven't got one of those in a while.
Kike with that little karate kick.
Yeah.
Look at that, man.
Whoa.
It's
That's
like a
crazy.
punter.
Look at the flexibility there, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jeez.
very good.
And Michael, don't call me Chris Tatanka Chavez.
Awesome. So Daily Sports Talk says, I was in attendance when Dustin Pedroia, former ASU Sun Devil, hit a grand slam off the pesky pole. I'm a Sox fan. Ed says Garrett Anderson's 10 RBI performance versus the Yankees.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
Was that in Anaheim?
I guess it was.
I mean, it would have to be.
Unless you saw it in New York.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, come on. He's not going to New York for that.
Who knows? All right.
What do you got? Right. I'm calling my shot. My top 2 might win this. I could use my second best card. I might beat you.
Kirby Yates.
Get that kill card.
John Gray. Michael. Oh my God. Brosio. I never even heard of this guy. Crazy.
Oh, must be.
Tyler White. Malik Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Samardzija. Mauricio Dubon from the Giants. Rogelio Armenteros. I think you got this one too.
I did.
Matt Olson. Dominic Smith. Josh Van Meter. Miguel Cabrera. This one's number out of 2020.
Oh, nice. You got one of those. Very good.
Yep. Kyle Schwarber. And Hector Neris from the Phillies. All right. So let's get this back.
You're not going to like me on this.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to give you my second highest card. And see if you can get it. 346.
346. My goodness.
329.
I have one that beats it.
Oh my God.
I know. I was like, whoa.
Wow, that's a humble brag.
Yeah, it is. Gurriel Jr.
What was your number?
Lourdes Gurriel 346.
I have 336.
And then on top of that, I have Adrian Mordijon 8348.
Jeez.
I know. I was like, whoa.
Bringing the heat. Kevin, 2-0.
2-0 today.
No.
Jeez.
Sorry, guys.
All right.
Sorry, wait a minute. I'm trying to maintain my 340, 375 average. All right. I'm trying to hit like George Brett 1980 minus hemorrhoids. All right. All right. So now we're on to Series 2.
Series 2.
Series
2.
See what we got here.
Colin Duncan says, Ed says, yes, sir, during the Torrey era. Colin Duncan says, did I see the Lizard King, Miles Michaelis, out for the season? I had a feeling that him pitching wasn't going to be great because he was not doing well. And
All right.
Kian Supo.
Let's see what we got here. I got the Texas Rangers team card. These are all going to be like new cards for us here. I have a walk-off winner. It says Chris Bryant and the Cubs celebrated at home plate. Yeah, good look there.
Was that the one? No, it wasn't the one I was at.
You said it was Kyle Schwarber, the one you
Kyle Schwarber, yes.
Yeah. Right. Julio Urias from the Dodgers. A favorite of a couple Dodger friends I know.
Yep.
Jacob Junis. I almost said Jacob Hunis.
Oh, God.
Jay silent. Kevin Correa. Finally, a Brewer. Tyrone Taylor. I never even heard of this guy. He's a Brewer, so drink up, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's do it.
I got to open cards here. Oh, do you believe in Stephen Voigt? Now he's on. I'm like, wait, that's right. He's on the D-backs. Lucas Sims. Charlie Morton. Stephen Brault. Oh, I got an interesting one here. Oh, this is a foil. Martin Maldonado, former Angel. Looks like a foil of some sort.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I like those cards.
Yeah, it's a regular number. It's like a 606, but it must be like a variation of some sort. I'll put it off to the side. And oh, wait, what's this? This is, I haven't seen this yet. I don't even know what the heck this is. So take a look at this. It's a Bryce Harper.
Oh, does it say like 2023?
Yeah. It says T2030-14.
Look on the front. It says like it's that little in the little circle. It says like
2030. And
2030.
Like a thumbprint on there.
Last week I got the Ohtani. I like that.
Oh, okay. On the show, how did I miss that? All right. Well, there you go, Bryce Harper.
Remember, we drink on this show, Kevin. So that's probably why.
What? And then I got Eric Hosmer and Travis Darno.
Awesome. Before you leave, Chatham, can you shout out the minor league teams on your shirts and hats? Support minor league baseball.
So this is the High Definition Mavericks. They no longer exist. They were in the California League, and Michael and I went to their final game. I want to say it was 2016, but I might have the year off. They were about, I'd say, an hour and a half northeast of Los Angeles. And, yeah, they actually won the championship in their last game ever. And this is the Winnipeg Gold Eyes. They're an independent team. A friend of mine gave me this shirt. Got to see a game in Winnipeg. They're an independent team, I believe, in the American Association.
That's right.
I think Michael can confirm that for me.
Yep.
So that's my pack. And so go ahead and you can go on to
the Winnipeg Gold Eyes are playing tonight against the Chicago Dogs.
Exactly. I'm looking for your shirt, Michael, because I want to ask if he didn't.
What are you wearing?
So I have my Birmingham Barons 45 jersey shirt, which is Michael Jordan's number when he played for the Birmingham Barons.
Yep.
Wearing my Chicago White Sox hat because my Birmingham Barons hat wouldn't have arrived on time for today's episode, but that is on my list.
Nice.
And Michael Jordan did play for the Chicago White Sox during spring training that year.
There you go.
The strike shortened season.
Yep.
All right. San Francisco Giants team card. Revved Up. Howie Kendrick shifts gears. Future stars Brendan Rodgers. Colin Moran. The 300 and something $million man, Mookie Betts. Brandon Workman. Joey Gallo. Tucker Barnhart. Will Smith. Nick Castellanos. Chris Davis. Decade's Best 1980s, Bruce Sutter.
Oh, right on. Michael might buy that one.
That's right.
Miguel Rojas, negative. Danny Jansen, Toronto Blue Jays.
Nice. And tonight I am wearing, this is, a lot of people think this is the Pittsburgh Pirates. It's actually the Phoenix Giants. I believe it's 1959 when Willie McCovey played for them. And that's from the Hat Club. And this is the Tacoma Tigers from Ebbets Field Flannels. So a lot of I love. Thank you for recognizing it, because we're actually very calculated about what we wear. So the fact that people ask us to shout it out, we're always willing to oblige.
And thank you. I want to ask you, Michael, because that looked like something Ebbets Field made.
Yeah,
that's a great store.
Definitely.
If you get a chance, if you're in the Seattle area, I mean, whenever things get back to normal, they actually have an Ebbets Field store walking distance of Safeco Field.
That's right. That's right. And I actually ran across it, just, serendipity. I just happened to be walking around.
Oh, very
All
good.
right. David Bednar from the Padres. Trevor Story.
Trevor Horror Story.
Lamonte Wade Jr. Danielson Lamet. Jake Odorizzi. Kevin Kiermaier. Tyler Chatwood. Garrett Stubbs. That's upside down. There we go. Yu Darvish. No, Yu Darvish. Michael Franco. Ender Inciarte. Xander Bogaerts. This is definitely a
oh my God.
A short print. Has to be a short print right there. Xander Bogaerts.
We'll have to confirm that later after the show.
Yeah. Victor Robles.
That's a cool card.
And this little guy. Oh, ain't he cute? All right.
That's one of E. Bronson's favorites right there. Except he's an Astro.
All right, Kevin, right? You go first?
All right. Jakub Hunis from the Royals. 6'8" That might be a pretty good one, because I believe 700. I mean, Pete Alonso, I think, was 350, so I think 700 is the tough one. Oh.
640.
All right. Do I get my broom? Or is he going to stop me?
All right, so let's go to baseball trivia.
Yeah! Sweet.
Wow, what was your number?
6'8". Jakub Hunis. Jacob Junis.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh.
You said 6'8"?
Yes, sir. Oh, I said 6'9".
6'9".
I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
6'8".
I have 6'9'8".
Oh, you're working me. How dare you work me, brother? Who is that?
I thought I was done. I had to recheck, because I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't think of this. 6'9'8". So I got to.
You know what? I'm going to protest this. You said it was over.
I did.
Whatever. I'll take 2-1. That's
awesome. Jason Schaefer says he's a couple blocks away from Ebbets Field Flannels. Yeah.
Oh, dirt bags.
Yeah, that's right. I got that shirt. I got that shirt too. The Long Beach State.
I'm like, no dirt bags. I went to Cal State Fullerton. Sorry.
That's awesome that someone's so close. That's awesome. Thanks for watching, Jason.
Very good. Thanks, Jason.
All right. So let's get to baseball trivia.
All right.
There we go. Start channeling. Okay. Among these 4 Hall of Famers, who had the most lifetime hits? In the comments, let us know who it is. Is it A, Carl Yastrzemski, B, Willie Mays, C, Paul Wainer, or D, George Brett, the man of the hour?
I'm gonna have to go with D. George Brett because he's the man of the hour. I just feel there has to be some relevance here.
Feeling the power of the pine.
Power of the pine. Still thinking about this.
It's tough. I mean, I had to admit, I was like, wow, there's some, and actually, you know, like C is like, huh? Paul Wainer.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know he got over 3,000. That's why I'm like,
yeah.
When I was looking, I was thinking it's either Willie Mays or Paul Wainer. I'll go with Willie Mays.
Willie Mays. Is there anybody in the comments that has anything? I don't see anybody chiming in. This one might be stumping our all-star.
It's probably pretty close here.
Yeah, this was actually pretty interesting, and I did not expect the answer.
Now these all have 3,000 hits, though.
All have 3,000 hits. Yes.
That's what I figured. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So no one's chiming in. So this one is. So I'm sorry. Let's go over again. Angelo, you said which one?
D. George Brett, man of the hour.
D. Kevin, and you said?
Yeah, I went with Willie Mays. Although that Paul Wainer is just, that's just.
I know.
I'm like, is that a trick, or do you get, or it's all right. I went with Willie Mays.
All right. So the answer is Carl Yastrzemski.
Oh, not even close. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, Daily Sports Talk actually coming in right before, but yeah, I didn't expect. He almost has 3,400 hits. That's insane.
Wow.
Yeah,
yeah. And George Brett and Paul Wainer were I think 18th and 19th, somewhere down there. So it's like I was like, I wasn't familiar with Paul Wainer, so very interesting.
More earlier era player. I mean, I was thinking Willie Mays because he played for like 24 years or so with 660 home runs. I'm like, he has to be. He's probably right there. But Yaz did play about 25, 26 years, I believe.
So yep. And Willie Mays Hayes is Jack Durango.
Every time you say Willie Mays Hayes, Willie Mays, you can say Willie Mays Hayes. Thank you, Jack.
Yeah. I think he only had a couple of good seasons. All right, so let's go to question 2. This one's going to be a little bit more obscure.
Oh.
Which catcher holds the record for most consecutive errorless games at 252 at his position? A, Mike Matheny, B, Rick Cerrone, C, Benito Santiago, or D, Johnny Bench? And I can give you the teams that they played for if you are unfamiliar with them.
I know.
All right, name some Rick Cerrone. Who did Rick Cerrone play for?
Well, I mean, right there's the Yankees.
Right. he was in the Pytar game. By the way,
going full circle, but he was not the catcher on the Royals. He was the catcher on the Yankees that game.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, this one is obscure. I'm gonna go with Padres Hall of Famer Benito Santiago.
Nice.
And that's funny because the whole time looking at this, when he read this, my gut was telling me it was Benito Santiago. So, and there's times I'm like, I'll disagree because Angelo said a different answer. But I'm like, my gut told, I'm looking at him going, I don't know why. My instincts tell me it's Benito. I'll just go for it.
So Ed says Cerrone.
Okay.
Jack says her Carl. He might have fallen on his keyboard, so I'm not sure. And Colin Duncan says Benito Santiago as well. So he got some love. And anybody else in the comments?
Come on.
Daily Sports Talk is going with Bench, the Hall of Famer.
Johnny Bench is like one of the best catchers of all time.
And the answer is Mike Matheny.
Yeah, you and your Cardinals.
Oh, hold on. See, this is where you're wrong.
Oh God, he's not a Cardinal then.
He's a Cardinal. He's a Cardinal here. Actually, if I go back here, Matheny actually started with the Brewers,
Right.
had 1 year with the Blue Jays, with the Cardinals from 2000 to 2004. So I think he was the one that was catching or trying to catch Rick Ankiel's wild pitches. And then he actually had concussions and actually for the Giants in 2005 and 2006. So I thought this was pretty impressive, though. Pretty impressive resume. And where is Mike Matheny now?
God, who's he coaching now? He was a manager somewhere, but you asking me a modern question? Get out of here.
It is a modern question. Where is Mike Matheny now?
The answer. Don't get me started on baseball in 2020.
Yeah, for real. Any clue, Angelo?
Mike Matheny, I know he's managing. I just don't know.
He is managing. Yes, he is.
He was he managing the Cardinals or
he was managing the Cardinals, and
he's not anymore.
No, he got fired. And Mike Schilt is now their manager.
Mike Matheny is the manager. Oh man, I feel like I just heard his name recently.
And then I have a question for you, Michael, after he gives you his answer.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, they just played the Cardinals, the Kansas City Royals.
So there you go, going full circle.
Yeah.
So are Cardinals fans mad that he's a Royals manager? Is there heat?
Not a bit. Not a bit. They're glad. They're glad that he's the manager of the Royals and not the Cardinals.
They don't care. Exactly.
It started out really good, and just they kind of lost a lot of chemistry. So
my question then is, why are there so many managers who are catchers over the course of the time?
That's a good question.
That's become more of a thing, I think, later on, like more in more recent years than in the past. The geniuses of baseball. I mean, I don't know.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, a lot of these catchers, I mean, they basically run the pitching staff. Mm-hmm. I mean, they know they have a really good grasp of hitting, just kind of the management of the game and stuff like that. So I always hear that Yadier Molina is always being groomed to be a manager. So yeah, there is a lot of managers that
Brad
would be catchers.
Brad Ausmus was managing, obviously.
Brad Ausmus, right.
But hey, find me a manager who won a World. Find me a catcher who managed even won a World Series. All right.
Ooh,
that's the homework assignment. For anyone out there,
I should know. I should know that right off the top of my head, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't. I can't think of anybody either. Did Yogi Berra manage a team to a championship?
He was he a part? I don't think to a championship. He was managing the Mets? Remember in like '73, if I'm not mistaken.
But
they lost.
If that's correct, they would have lost the A's that year. Yes.
Yeah. So you're right. I'm trying to think.
I'm just trying to bust this myth. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, Ed brings up Girardi.
Yeah. There you go. Thank you.
But wait, Girardi. Yeah, he had one championship. I'm trying to think. Yeah.
You think I keep track of the Yankees? Like, come on. They've won 20, 30 championships. Yeah.
100.
Keep track. Yeah, exactly.
All right. So that is our show for today. We thank you all for joining. We humbly ask that you support us by liking, subscribing, and following us on social media. Angelo, do you have any plugs that you want to put out there?
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, be on the lookout for some unboxing videos here coming soon. We have a couple of them in the hole. And as always, if you have any product that you want us to review or you want me to unbox, please let us know. All the social media outlets are there. And better yet, if you have any product that you want us to unbox or review, please send it our way. The address is listed on beerbaseball.com.
Yep.
But thank you guys for tuning in and having a ton of fun doing this. And it's hard to believe that we're 3 months and counting with this what seemed like a passion project.
Yeah, this has been fantastic. At 13, it's like it's an incredible number. Jason Schaefer says Socha as a player.
No, touche.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
The only Angels manager to win.
Right.
You'd be the first I would think of. Like, oh yeah, that's right, that guy.
Absolutely. So Kevin, do you have any plugs that you want to throw out there?
besides Beer Baseball, I always say if you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, it's Lock and Loll. That's LOK and LOLL. See whatever little I can get into in quarantine and trying to be safe in all this. Otherwise, I tell people support your local brewery. Let's keep them in business. We want them to stick around. And especially now, I've been thinking support minor league baseball, please.
Yeah.
If you like minor league baseball, how do you support a local team? Do that, or support an independent team. I'm wearing the Winnipeg Gold Knights today because we want these teams to stick around. There were some baseball teams that are already in jeopardy before all this happened. We hope that they can stick around.
Yeah, minor league baseball, independent baseball. There's a ton of independent baseball out there. I'll definitely start retweeting some stuff. Like the Savannah Bananas are still playing. The Chicago Dogs are playing right now. All the things in American Association. We talked about earlier in some earlier episodes about like some stuff in Texas that was going on. So we'll definitely share a lot of the stuff. And actually, I retweeted something from the from Palm Springs for the California Winter League. They're already kind of starting their January. That'll be interesting, right? To see if we're going to go to that this year. Our streak may be broken.
Get out of here. We can social distance there.
That's true. That's actually true.
Come on, we get 100 people. I'm sorry, I love them, but I love going there. But there's 100 or so people in there. We can social distance there.
That's true, and I may literally wear one of those bubbles just to go.
Yeah,
so,
there you go.
we'll figure it out.
I gotta get you out for that.
Definitely. So, Angelo, thank you for joining. Kevin, thank you as always. And we will not see you at the ballpark. We will not see you at the brewery. Hopefully soon. But we will see you here for another week of the Beer Baseball Blogcast. Thank you so much. Cheers and good night.